Good morning. We're here at the Louisiana Music Educators Association annual conference in conjunction with the All-State Festivals, All-State bands and groups, ensembles. And today we have Aaron Theall. He's the director of bands at DeRidder High School, very successful director and programmer. We're going to get into that. But he's also a member of the Saluting America's Band Directors organization and has marched in the Rose Bowl Parade. And tomorrow he flies out to New York to march in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So we're going to hear about that as well. But he's also with LMEA. He's the District 5 director for our entire area over at District 5. So Aaron, it's good to have you here. So tell us, let's talk a little about your love for music and what inspired you to become a band director.
Well, when I was a young student, my very first thing I said, I want to be in the band. I want to play the big boom boom drum. That's what I said I wanted to play, the big bass drum. Yeah. I started in that in 5th grade and just fell in love with it. Not necessarily the bass drum, but music itself. And did the natural progression through, did a bunch of honor bands and things like that. But by the time I was in high school, it was pretty clear to me that I just really enjoyed helping other people in my band, and learning different instruments, and wanting to spread that love of music to other people. And so It was pretty clear to me throughout my entire high school career to say, I want to be a band director.
Who were some of the names along the way at your schools that your directors or teachers that coached you up to become an educator, specifically a band director?
Right, my high school band director is a huge influence for me. That's Jude Gospaw. He is currently at LJ Alamo Middle School in Lafayette. And then just that area has some wonderful band directors that just helped me grow. Kenny Broussard, Scotty Walker. I mean, some fantastic people along the way.
Right. Certainly a list of all-stars right there.
Oh,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. So you're at DeRidder, and that's a phenomenal school. You run one of the state's best, in my opinion, marching festivals. Very successful. Tell us about your program and your school there. Maybe some administrative support. Just what happens at DeRidder?
All right. Well, we are very fortunate at DeRidder that we have good school board support funding wise. We have a great music supervisor that supports us and lets us do our thing and always has our back for that. And even at the school level, we've had some fantastic administrators from the small schools all the way up. We are set up that we have 3 teachers that team teach all of our classes together. So we teach the 6th graders through the seniors. We teach the same kids for 7 years. It really helps us to know what's coming up and what our problems are. We can't blame anybody else but ourselves.
Right.
So we can use that foresight to kind of make sure that the program is stable as we go through. Right. But we've had some fantastic administrators. I mean, we have honored a previous principal at DeRidder High School, Mr. Harry Hooker. He was one of the outstanding administrators here at LMEA. And actually, today, me and the previous director of bands, Carolyn Harrington, will be presenting our Pinewood Elementary principal, Miss Debbie Dixon, is one of the outstanding administrators for this year. So we've had
her bio and her support is incredible.
Yeah. And she's been a supporter of the arts for 30 years or plus. Her entire career, she's made sure that wherever she was, that she was supporting the arts and making sure that that was being instilled into the kids.
So you've been very blessed and very lucky, fortunate at the DeRidder and the Beauregard area to have those administrators. What would you say or encourage other administrators in other parts of the state or anywhere that it's not that they're against music, doesn't want music, but maybe they don't know how to support it? What would you say about supporting music?
I think the best thing is to just talk to your music teachers, and if they come in to talk to you, just let them kind of explain what they do, because it is kind of a little bit of a foreign world, and but also hire people and put your trust into those people. They are masters at their craft. We are one of the few teaching areas that we literally did it all the way growing up, so we know the mechanics of it very, very well.
Sure.
But then also how to translate that to the students. Now, it does take a lot to run a program because you have equipment that costs are only rising, and then you have a bunch of different students on different instruments all at the same time. So each director will know what they need specifically, because each person's a little different. Each program in school culture is a little different, so it's not necessarily a one size fits all. So I would just encourage to listen to the music teacher and see what kind of support are they looking for from you.
Right, because in the music world, directors and teachers and educators in music only want to not only improve and promote their program, they want to do that for the school and the entire community.
No, absolutely. They want to be seen in the community. They want to say yes to these performances. They want to be able to do those things. but they can only do that if they know that when they ask to go do that, that they'll be supported with that, or they'll be able to go. We just played at the grand reopening of Walmart for the community of DeRidder, and it was a fantastic event.
Sure.
You know, we do a lot of community things that so that we're seen in the community, and that they know when the DeRidder band's there, it's going to be a good product, and they're going to be entertained, and they're going to get what they asked for.
And then when you guys go out and ask for fundraising for a trip or an event, that community is going to remember that.
Right.
Hey, they were playing at the grand opening of Walmart. Let's support that.
Absolutely.
You know, Mr. Theall's got a good thing. Miss SQ, Mr. McCardle, DeRidder High, everything's going good there. Well, switching gears before we run out of time, you've marched with the Saluting America's Band Directors at the Rose Bowl, but you fly out tomorrow to march the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade with some of your students.
Yes. Actually,
yeah.
So this organization is the Mike Sewell Foundation. He was a band director in Pickerington, Ohio, and his wife is running this foundation in his honor. That is basically just trying to get music education on a national media platform and say, these are fantastic people, they're doing great things. Look at them, you know.
Yeah,
so for the Rose Parade, once they found out what kind of event we were, they really did a lot of media on us, saying, you know, it's a large group of current and retired band directors that they still play their instrument, and here's a band of them. And it was really fun, and it was really well received. And after we finished that parade, which we thought was going to be the only event, the Macy's reached out and said, we want that group. Right. And so we have set up to do this for this year's Macy's parade, and there's about 400 band directors that will be in the group.
Incredible.
And we will be marching. We're supposed to be right behind the Snoopy balloon, and so we're pretty early. We're pretty early in the parade, but we're really excited to go and represent. Me and Mr. McCardle, my coworker, are two Louisiana band directors that are going to be representing in there, because all 50 states are represented in that group. So,
and you have a couple kids in the Army?
Yeah, in the Macy's All-American Band, we have two color guard students that'll be going, and in our parish, South Beauregard also has two students that'll be marching.
That's fantastic.
So we have 4 Beauregard students and 2 Beauregard directors that'll be representing the parish in the Macy's parade. So.
That's awesome. Well, Aaron, thanks for coming again today. We appreciate your work that you do for DeRidder High School, District 5, and LMEA.
Thanks,
man.